Hello, Wolf Den! My name is Voltorn Elda and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. Last episode we figured out that our Don Juan, or Prince Juan, is not who he says he was. He actually is a private investigator by the name of Renard Phelps, and he is part of the R&M Associates, Renard and Mousy. So yeah, he requested us to go here and tell Mousy, or ask him if the birds had flown south for winter already, which is some kind of code for something. We could go to other places, but it seems logical to go here, so let's go. And hopefully we can get some answers to his story. Oh, customers. Hello? Is this the office of Renard Phelps?
Ah, it's you two.
Mousy? What are you doing here? Mousy is part of R&M. He's the M part of the R. M. Associates. Staff. Thing.
Oh, this is where I work. See? R&M, Renard and Mousy. Monsieur Renard Phelps and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Although, to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Phelps who chooses which cases to take on.
Mousy, we have a message for you. It's from Prince Juan himself.
He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter, whatever that means. Oh, yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Prince Juan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them.
These are used train ticket stubs? It looks like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy?
Prince Juan said that they would help with the trial. See the names?
Gauthier Sinch? Oh. Mrs. Sinch. I recognize her surname, but I don't know who these people are. Yeah.
Neither do I, really. Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people, and then to make sure they caught the train. And so that's what I did.
Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them just in case. Yeah, what is up with that name, that surname, Sinch? That was the Swan. Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing courier.
Good call.
Yeah, but doesn't this mean that it is trial day? Like, we had a few days? Yeah, Palais de Justice. We can go to the other places now, so that doesn't take time. I want to go back to Le Halles. I want to check it out. She's not gonna be here, of course.
Falcon, what are you doing? It's trial day. We have a Spanish prince to defend.
Oh, right. What was I thinking? Flowers. So many questions I hate. I wasn't able to ask that question. I wanted to know. I scared her away. I didn't want to scare her away. Trial day it is. Well, here we go. The Palace of Justice houses the High Court, a place reserved for only the most serious of crimes. Well, let's hope we can solve this one. Because I'm not sure if we can. I'm missing a lot of information as to what is going on, that is for sure. But once again, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves waiting outside the doors of the Tribunal de Grande Instance.
Are you feeling nervous, Falcon?
Yes, very much. Of course I'm nervous. What have we learned about Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murderer? Nothing.
Easy there, Falcon. We can do this. Senor Falcon, I trust everything is in order?
Absolutely. I have every intention of bringing the truth to light in this trial.
Ah, such confidence. That's magnificent to see. And bringing the truth to light, you see, an admirable goal. No more jousting and imaginary giants. All of you, cease your yammering, the door's opening. Here we go. Buena suerte, Senor Falcon. We will.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
We're ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. Oh, yeah. Against Mr. Cocorico. JJ. Severin. Nervous? Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm as calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. This whole courtroom is nervous.
Wow, cool your feathers, Falcon.
Terrible. You can't even maintain a stoic facade. I thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. But if this is how you act before the trial has even started... Why, you pompous tailed
Posture perfect.
Order. Let's all settle down. Court is now in session. You're not the previous judge. Judge Romulus.
Psst, Falcon.
What is it?
Is it me or does the primary judge look hairier today?
A little bit. But that's a different judge to the one we resided over Dame Cataline's trial, you doofus.
Oh, still, it's a little strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, why a different judge? Well, makes sense, I guess, but still, a little. It's a little, I suppose.
Especially because we saw him in that cutscene thingy.
So, yeah.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be presiding over this case. Where is he? Judge Maxime has gone on temporarily sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs.
Yeah, why do I have a feeling it was not an accident, but more like a deliberate push?
But rest assured, assessors, prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury, that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get the show underway. I don't trust you! This is the trial of Prince Juan Querido, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king himself.
I don't trust you! But to be honest, I also said that about Mr. Lion, and he kind of was innocent, and
roll call.
The defense is present and ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Good, very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities or bureaucracy. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
He's just messing with your head, Falcon. Keep it together. So we're all on the same page? Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand. Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Just Volerti. Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please recite your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Inspector Just Volerti. I am a servant of the law, a scourge of the gutter rats. That will do, Inspector. We've all heard your monologue before, but I am very good at my monologue. Let me continue. Whoa, Cocorico really is going for the speed record, isn't he?
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January?
Of course. At 10 o'clock in the morning. Really? 10 o'clock in the morning? Oh my god, these puns, they are terrible, but gorgeous and beautiful at the same time.
At 10 o'clock in the morning, I was called to the Louvre's Grand Gallery by one of the King's royal guards.
Did you just say o'clock? Yes, that's what I mean, Sparrowson.
There I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, the corpse of Major Howell with a rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. The citizens and the king himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking the rose from Prince Juan's hand and then promptly dropping dead.
And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse?
The coroner had determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died of poisoning. Aside from a prick upon the finger, there was no sign of external harm to Major Howell's body. Therefore, the poisoned rose must have been the cause of death.
Putting the pieces together, that does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions. Sam, I was hoping that the coroner's report would determine that the guy died from a freak heart attack or something.
That would make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we aren't so lucky. Something else must be amiss in the old bird's testimony.
Right, I'll tear it apart.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the witness.
Falcon, wasn't it? Don't waste the court's time. A high-ranking police officer would never lie on the witness stand.
Well, they would never lie, but they could miss details, and Mr. Flaherty has proven to have missed details in the past, so if you don't mind, I am going to continue with my cross-examination. I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying, I just want to make sure that every base is properly covered.
This sounds like a pointless nitpicking to me, but I'll allow it for now. Go on, Falcon, do your cross-examination.
Yeah, because I am curious about 10 o'clock in the morning. No, I am curious, definitely, about the poisoning. Like, our coroner determined that Major Howell died of poisoning, but there has been no indication of the poison around the mouth. Like we heard with the wolfsbane flowers. So, yeah. Inspector, you say that the coroner determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison?
Correct. He stated the signs and symptoms were textbook. There is no possibility that his death was natural.
Yeah, how was he poisoned? Because that's what I want to know. Was it indeed the thorn? How exactly was Major Howell poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism?
His finger was pricked by a poisoned rose. He even commented out loud about it seconds before dying.
Which seems awfully convenient, doesn't it?
All 22 citizens who witnessed the murder attested to seeing and hearing this.
Yeah. Is there any possibility that he was poisoned by something else? What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard that 22 people saw the victim prick his finger and die. What are you suggesting? That the pricked finger had no relation to the poisoning? Yes, because if it was not the rose, then it was something else. I think we need to bluff here. That is exactly what I'm saying. I don't doubt that Major Howell was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause. Unbelievable! Only a total buffoon could fail to draw the blatant link here. JJ, as tempting as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basics of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the defense that you found traces of poison on the thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was in fact the poison delivery mechanism.
Actually, I can't tell him that.
Aha! Whoops! I dread to ask, but why not?
We didn't check the rose for traces of poison. It just seemed obvious that the rose caused the poisoning given the timing of the incident.
Voltorn, in cases like this, you check the murder weapon!
Well then, now would be a good time to make a test. Here's a marvelous thought. We prick the finger of the defendant with the rose.
Why don't we do it with the prosecution instead, Mr. Cocorico, or maybe are you immune?
If there's no poison on the rose, then Prince Juan lives and he is free to go. If the rose is poisoned, then the prince dies. But that's okay, because the punishment will be just an fitting of the crime. A marvelous suggestion.
What is this? A witch trial? This isn't America, Severin. That's not how we do things here.
Calm your feathers, JJ. It was clearly a joke. There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I am sure the inspector will perform his duty with due diligence.
I don't believe you when you say that it was just a joke. You wanted me to prick my finger and say, nope, look, it's not poison, and then die.
Actually, we won't be able to test the rose for poison at all.
What happened to it? Why is that?
Given the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed by the police force. We burned it to ashes.
Before doing proper... Voltorn, just... do your job better, please.
Such unprofessionalism.
If we have no way to know whether the rose was poisoned, then this whole trial ought to be called into question.
Nice try, JJ, but through the process of reasoning by elimination, we can still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose was poisoned. In other words, there was nothing else at the crime scene that could have caused the poisoning.
Wrong! There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison. Something the investigative police blindly overlooked.
Are we really going to direct it to the chocolate wrapper right here, right now?
Could be, but
still, that's far-fetched, but
it might be our only saving grace as of right now.
We can prolong the case like this. They need to do research,
so we can look for... Ooh, yeah, we can look for more evidence, maybe.
Yes, the thing they overlooked was the chocolate wrapper.
Here you go. Look at this. What am I supposed to be looking at? It is the paper wrapper to a piece of chocolates. It was found in the Louvre, the Salle de Tigre to be precise, and we can date its consumption to the day of the incident. Actually, this could make a lot of sense. Like, the king was in that room prior to going to that gallery. So he could have eaten it there, then died in the gallery. Our friend, our fox, our Don Juan, our Renard, he came from the garden.
You're not suggesting
that Major Howell ate a piece of poisoned chocolate moments before he died? I most certainly am. That is quite intriguing.
Well, faith with the jury. I'm doing good. Did you see this wrapper at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector? The police force does not have the time nor resources to trawl every piece of trash at every crime scene, I'm afraid.
In other words, you overlooked it? Astounding unprofessionalism.
The prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful display, Inspector. I offer my apologies, Your Honor. I don't want your apologies. I want you to do your damned job properly. Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself. As you wish, I'll take my leave. Until next time, messieurs.
And next time, do your job properly and better, and don't overlook the crucial details. So, let me get this straight. This chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene? Correct. And you have reason to believe that it was consumed on the day of the incident? I do. I have an expert food tasting witness who is willing to testify, if need be.
You have a foodie witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about, Falcon? Oh, I see.
But do you know for certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate? Well, that's a fact that we are still investigating. I see. And do you have evidence that this chocolate was, in fact, poisoned? Not exactly. Again, that is something that may require a little more time to definitively prove. So then, in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumed some poisoned chocolate. But neither do you have... Well, yeah, I really don't have evidence at all. Instead, you have a solitary piece of rubbish that you plucked straight out of the gutter. And we are going to win the trial with it. Oh, God. Well, that's weak, even for you, JJ. I'm sorry. I'll promise to do better next time. Let's move things along. I have another witness I would like to summon. He's a man who claims to have had an excellent view of the people going in and out of the Louvre at the time of the incident. I call upon Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. The king himself? Is... Okay? Could the witness please approach the stand and recite the oath? Okay, that's not the king. Or is it the king? That's not the king, is it? Is that the king? Where? No, nothing here. Toussaint Kingsley, a fisherman in denial. Well then, and I'm missing someone. Oh, that can't be good. That cannot be good. Well,
hello. Oh, right, the oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Please state your full name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Toussaint Kingsley, and I am a person who fishes.
A person who fishes? So you are a fisherman?
Is that how it is? I thought the French justice system was better than this.
I beg your pardon?
Here comes Toussaint Kingsley, the kingfisher. Clearly, he must be a fisherman because, didn't you hear? All kingfishers are fishermen.
What are you blabbing on about?
Well, you are carrying a fishing rod. And can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel and bait without being branded a fisherman?
Oh, you are most definitely in denial, my friend. Definitely. Oh, bloody hell.
Look, the prosecutor is carrying a riding crop. Clearly, he must be a horse jockey.
Maybe he does it as a sport? Oh, for pity's sake. Fine, we can list your occupation as person who fishes and not fisherman.
Thank you.
Actually, why do you carry a riding crop, Severin? I've never seen you ride a horse. He actually is carrying... Oh, God. I don't know, JJ. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane?
Because it is classy. Carrying a cane is classy. I have a cane of my own. I don't use it in public, but I do have a cane.
This is veering quite far off the course.
Could the prosecution please get back to his questions?
Of course, Your Honor.
Monsieur Kingsley, is it true that you were nearby the Louvre at the time of the incident? Yes, I was sitting upon a railing of the Pont d'Art.
I don't know where. Oh, Pont d'Art, a bridge, okay. The Pont d'Art, that's a new bridge. That's just a stone throw from the Louvre's south entrance, correct?
That's right.
And what were you doing at the time of the incident?
I was fishing. Kingfishers. Am I right, Falcon?
So you would have had plenty of opportunity to see the people who entered and exited the palace? Can you tell us who you saw?
Well, the Louvre is a busy place. Naturally, I saw a lot of people. But at 9 a.m., I saw the king, Louis Philippe himself, enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. And then, around 9:30 a.m., I saw this shifty-looking fox lurking around the entrance.
Your Honor, I object to the witness's use of the term shifty-looking. It is a vague and biased description.
No, really, he looked super shifty. I saw him rubbing his paws and cackling gleefully, like or something along those lines. And then I saw him take out a rose and carefully rub the stem.
Rub the stem of the rose, you say? As if you were applying something to the flower, perhaps?
Well, monsieur, I really shouldn't speculate, but...
Of course, it was wrong of me to ask such a leading question.
But yeah, it definitely looked like he was putting some sort of powder on the stem.
Wow, even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission. Members of the court, it sounds like what we have here is a direct witnessing of the defendant readying the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who says he saw the poison with his own eyes.
I smell perjury.
You do?
No question. You saw a shifty-looking criminal readying poison and cackling near the scene of the crime? That's not believable at all. That's straight out of a movie.
I think you might be right. I wonder if I have any evidence that calls Toussaint's story in doubt. I think that I do. Mainly, something about the entrances. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. And we will do that, but that will have to wait till the next episode, for this is all that we've got for today. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Have a very nice day, and remember, have fun.
A trial which appears to go completely south is still not a lost trial. One small piece of evidence can create a breakthrough and turn the entire case upside down. Let's hope that this chocolate wrapper isn't too far-fetched.